Hey guys, it's Charles Shadle.
I'm Paul Shadle.
And we are in a little tiny Motel 6 in,
Boise.
east of Boise, Idaho. So we have 2 states down, and we are in the 3rd state now. But the last time we talked to you, I think we had climbed forever in a day from Pendleton up into La Grande. And so from La Grande...
we went to Baker City.
And in Baker City, it was pretty neat. Was Baker City where we went to the brewery place for dinner, or is that somewhere else?
That was we went to a Japanese, Chinese,
no,
Thai.
that's right. I'm sorry. So we were hosted by a warm shower host. Her name is Nancy. In Baker City, and Warm Showers is a group of people that, like us, who have either biked in the past or know someone who biked or will be biking in the future, and they actually host people to stay in their houses. So my wife and I have done that for years, thanks to my son getting us involved. And so I never actually stayed at a house as a Warm Showers guest.
Yeah,
so this is the first time. Nancy was just over the top.
Very
She's
gracious
a really
lady.
nice lady. But Baker City, and we had bike week there, so I kind of started looking the part. So we went down to it, like you said. You got some Chinese food, was that?
Yeah,
And where we come from, Chinese restaurants are owned by Chinese people.
Yeah.
Baker City, they're not.
Strange.
So but it was good. I had sushi, and you had something.
I had a lot of some.
They make
huge.
big plates
Huge,
out
really
there.
was. I kid you not.
And then after Baker City, we got up in the morning.
I got up early in the morning and we headed up the mountain. Came over the mountain, and for about 20 miles, we were just racing downhill.
The worst part of the climb, and we were really intimidated after Pendleton. The worst part of the climb from Baker City was the on-ramp.
Had to be half a mile.
Oh, it was horrible.
Just up.
But the rest of the roads were really a good incline. Not a sharp incline. It was a long. But then, like he said, man,
we went 8,000 feet up, 9,000 feet down that day. But it was more like 100, 100.
And also, we had intended to stay in, I think it was called Farewell.
Yeah.
Something like that. We were intended to stay in Farewell, and then the next day go across the mountain to Ontario. We were past Farewell by noon.
Yeah, we were just booking.
And so we thought, well, let's press on. Do we want to go over the mountain, or do we want to go this way? We decided to go this way, and then I said, well, hey, there's a road that goes straight. Let's do that. Well, we should have gone that way instead of the straight, because we were doing this again. But it wasn't like the mountain, so...
we went on the Snake River for a while.
Yeah.
That was really nice. It's a nice river, and then, of course, we left the Snake River. But that's just a beautiful country. The farmers there just have fields green as can be, in that valley, and you're in the desert without it. So it's just beautiful.
And it's all the river water. It's really cool the way they do that. They bring it in, they have it piped in, and then it's all irrigation. So they just flowing down ditches, and then they have little tiny pipes that they kind of get the water started, so it siphons it off into the next, and it goes down a row. So it's kind of neat to see. And it's all going back into the thing anyways. But that was, so we made it kind of late in the day there. That was kind of a rough day. I ran out of water a good hour before we got to town. And I was with a backup bottle too. I mean, I had my big, what's it called? The thing you wear in your back. But I have it on my bike. Camelback. But I had that big thing of water. I went through all that, and I went through my reserve bottle. So I bought a what do you call it? A thing of lemonade that night, and then drained that, and then I've used that as well as my backup. So I have 2 backups now. I don't want that to happen again.
He's not going to go thirsty too much.
No. That day, though, we were both, that was a hot day.
Yeah,
we were sucking down. We went to this restaurant, and Country Kitchen, I think. It was pretty inexpensive, but we must have drank like 10 glasses of water, and I don't know how much root beer. So we were just sucking it down. And the next day too, I think it was. And then in Ontario, I don't know I don't know what's in Ontario. Not much.
It's a town.
It's a town. So we took off from Ontario
and came across the border into Idaho, and we spent the next evening in Caldwell. named after my friend Jeff, probably.
Yeah.
But it's a nice. I thought it was just a little tiny town because we stayed right at the beginning of it, but it's a very large town running in towards Boise, and we had quite a night last night.
Oh, my
Can you tell them about
goodness.
the night, my son?
So, we get to the site. First of all, 10 sites, none of them are numbered. And you're supposed to write your number down. We're like, we don't even know how to do this. There's
What
no
number?
numbers anywhere. The posts are there, but the numbers have been off like 40 years ago. So we're like, okay, well, we're going to say it's 78. I don't know. So we filled out the money, put it in the envelope. They weren't there. We stuck it in the box we were supposed to. So we get set up. And of course, it's only like 4 in the afternoon. The sun is like 99. I don't know. So we're kind of we keep moving our stuff to stay under the shadow of the tree.
Stay under the tree.
Finally, it turns black on the edge. It looks like there's a storm off on the west side. So we're like, cool. Blocks the sun from us. So now we're just enjoying ourselves. And the next thing we know it,
Wind.
grapes of wrath type dust bowl. I mean, the wind started. I mean, it was like hurricane force without the hurricane. It was just insane. And finally, I jumped inside the tent to make sure it wouldn't
Hold the tent
blow
down.
away. It was just insane. I think someone across the lake, they said that their tent, they had gone out for dinner, their tent blew away.
Yeah,
with all the
I
stuff in
believe
it. It was just
It
crazy.
was a huge,
Yeah.
violent wind.
Yeah.
In
So
fact, I was worried he was going to go in the lake. So,
I took 2 Tylenol PM, went to sleep. I didn't care. So we got up this morning and we pressed on. Boise itself, the center of the city, it's come around and they are bringing it back. And Boise right now, from what I understand, is just exploding. But we cut past there, of course, and we are on the far side of the airport right now. Not yesterday and today weren't long days. We're still averaging our 50, but I mean they were shorter than that these last 2 days.
yeah, and that's another day tomorrow, just a little bit shorter.
Yeah, a little bit
too.
shorter.
So, yeah, but it's okay because we're going to make it up down the road.
Yeah. So we're heading down tomorrow to Mountain Home, and then to Bliss, and then to Twin Falls. And then we're hoping that somehow someone's made a tunnel through all the mountains so we don't have to worry about that. But
It will begin.
yeah, it will be. It's going to be a nasty time after that. We know about it. And we're just trying to get our courage up, I guess. I don't know.
That's
Anyways, other than that, some thoughts of the road. One thing I've noticed is that the road surface makes all the difference. We'll hit a surface that we will go literally 3 mile an hour quicker on because it's like a tarred surface. It's amazing. And then we'll get bumpy surface, but they're rounded, and so you slow down because of the bumps.
Oh.
But it's smooth. It's
Right,
smooth bumps. Then you get the bumps that are not smooth, and it's just very aggregate sticking up. And then they have freeze expansions every 10 feet on some of these roads. So you're going, doo-doo, doo-doo. That's the worst. Actually, not today was the worst.
The day was the worst. Little tiny rocks, and they just poured it on the road. So they're just rocks. So you're sliding along the rocks, kind of turning it
Yeah.
along, and it is not great for
They-
speed.
They oiled the road. They put the stone down, but man, they put like 5 inches of stone down. I went to
And
the
all
side.
goes to the side where we're riding.
In the bike path, it's like this deep of stone, and it's just loose stone. I'm like, whoop. So we went out into the road and rode down the road. Hey, what are you gonna do?
But we survived.
Yeah. And it's all been doable. The one thing that surprises me is I cannot tell, except when it's like this. I cannot tell if we're on an incline or a decline or flat a lot of times until I figure out what my feet are doing on the bike because we're going down. No, you're working harder. No, I think I'm going up. No, you're actually coasting now. So it's been a little bit weird that way.
It has been strange.
Yeah. So other than that,
That's
anything
it.
else? Okay. We've had our dinner, and I'm ready for bed. All right, I'll see ya.